Hello, this is Dave Hodgson bringing you the weekly KLTV news roundup. Thank you for joining me. First, the headlines. West Yorkshire bids a final goodbye to murdered MP Joe Cox. A new chief coach takes over at Huddersfield Giants. More bad news for embattled Huddersfield and Calderdale NHS Trust bosses and hospital visitors. The proposed Kirklees Council registry for rubbish tipping is thrown on the scrap heap, but only temporarily, and a fight breaks out over a slapped bottom in a Heckmondwike pub. Top story. The funeral of murdered Batley and Spen MP Joe Cox took place last Friday. Her cortege followed a route which followed her constituency and went via Heckmondwike to Batley so the public could pay their respects. Where the family had requested it, they were allowed to grieve in peace. Newly appointed Huddersfield Giants head coach Rick Stone says he's determined to make an instant impact on the Super League. The former boss of Fiji and Newcastle Knights is set to take charge in time for the big match with St Helens. 49-year-old Stone is planning to fly into the UK within the next few days and will be assisted initially by ex-players Chris Thorman and Luke Robinson. Commenting on his appointment, Rick Stone said he was delighted to join the Giants, having had a short period out of the rugby league game. The Super League was now a new territory for him, and agreed with Managing Director Richard Thewlis that immediate short-term aims would be top priority and that he would offer honesty to all the players but would demand it back. More bad news for Huddersfield and Calderdale NHS Trust chiefs, as most recent figures show a 6% increase in complaints. They have also set up investigations into why the death rate at Huddersfield Royal is much higher than that at Calderdale. They've frankly admitted that they do not know the reasons for either sets of figures. And in another matter, the severe parking problems for outpatients and visitors to Calderdale Royal may be about to get a whole lot worse, as it claims it has had to hand over land at Drycliff Lane to Calderdale Council for a road widening scheme, where the council has stated that if the NHS refuses to sell the land, which will be utilised for the council's so-called jam busting scheme, they will invoke a compulsory purchase order.
Hello and welcome to Purple Dog. We deliver first aid and health and safety training courses. We either do them in the classroom, online, or we can come to you. We make sure that you're legally compliant. On all our courses, well, they're fun, they are really enjoyable, and at the end of it you get a certificate.
They are very professional and thorough, and we make sure we know what we're doing before we go out and provide first aid to anyone that needs it.
It's a legal requirement for us to have a first aid trainer at work. I'm really looking forward to the course.
I came to Purple Dog for their first aid training because of their reputation, and I've heard that their courses are interactive and fun. If you're a parent or a grandparent, first aid training would be great because lots of accidents happen at home.
Contact us at purpledogltd.co.uk or 01484 546 780 or info@purpledogltd.co.uk.
However large or small your business, attracting new customers requires dedication and a lot of patience. Just like fishing, but you also need the right gear. Rods, reels, lines, hooks,
sinkers, lures, tackle box, tackle bag, net, bait, gaff, gloves, clothes, pocket knife, wrench.
Or you could simply advertise with KLTV. Online, grow your business and your clientele. KLTV, your vision made reality. Should have gone to KLTV.
The new permit-only rubbish tipping scheme in Kirklees, as forecast on KLTV News a couple of weeks ago and came into force this week, has been put on hold due to what are described as technical difficulties. 58,000 vehicles have already been registered, but trouble and confusion has arisen by some registered vehicles not showing up on the staff's new tablet computers and some non-registered vehicles being allowed through. A Huddersfield restaurant owner said none of her vehicles were registered, but all had experienced no difficulties when dumping waste products. On the other hand, another reported that whilst his vehicle had been registered as far ago as May, when he entered the Emerald Street site, was told his vehicle was not on the list. Fortunately, he had kept a record of his registry number. It has been stated that tip operatives seem to be confused as to who was eligible and who wasn't, the net result appearing to be that for the moment the scheme is on hold. Nobody at site operator Suez Waste Management was available for comment. And finally, a strippogram and an arm wrestling contest in a Heckmondwike pub landed 3 men in court. The trouble started when one of the boisterous audience slapped the bottom of the young lady performing her strippogram. And as the atmosphere became even more tense and there was some aggravation regarding the outcome of the arm wrestling contest, a fight broke out in the pub and immediately spilt out onto High Street, with people punching, kicking and shouting obscenities at one another. A motorist driving by reported she found both road and pavement blocked by the melee of the fighting people. At Leeds Crown Court, the perpetrators admitted a fray and were each given a 3-month curfew order which bars them from leaving home between 9 p.m. and 6 a.m. every day. If you'd like to get in touch with us, contact us on any of these stories, please email us at info@kirkleeslocaltv.com or on Facebook or Twitter. That's the KLTV News Roundup this week. This is Dave Hodgson saying thanks to the news desk and crew, but the biggest thanks go to you for watching. Bye for now and join us again next week.